So, Jackie, thanks for being willing to play. And I want to just emphasise that I'm going to show how this might play out, and I'll do what I can to make it useful.
Okay, thank you.
Is it okay if we make a video of this for
Yep.
future teaching?
Yep.
Thanks for that. So, what have you been up to? It's been fun. It's been enjoyable.
Well, in the cold weather, I like going bushwalking. So I try and head out about every second weekend.
Oh, really?
And, maybe drive a couple of hours out of Melbourne and just go trekking. That's great fun.
Where do you go?
All sorts of places. When it's been raining a lot, I tend to go north and inland.
Okay.
So the last weekend I went around the Pyrenees Mountains. That was beautiful.
Ah.
And when the weather's a little bit drier, I'll go to some of the mountain ranges and coastal areas around South Gippsland. I love it around there.
Oh, Strzelecki.
Yeah, yeah.
What do you like about that? There's something about the...
It's the fact that you're active, you're outside, and like for example, last Saturday we were walking up a dry creek bed, and there were all these massive boulders we had to scale, and we had great fun just for hours scaling these boulders and just working out, where the crevices were and where the things to grab onto and pull onto, and it was just really nice, and just being in a natural setting. It's peaceful, it's quiet, but we're also having fun and laughing.
Good.
Probably making quite a bit of racket actually, so there's wild animals
but
around.
You were making the racket, so
yeah.
Different when.
Yeah, but it was just lovely, and I like being out in nature, and I like walking, and so to me, going for a bushwalk, it's two lovely things coming together.
What is it about walking? Is it just that you're being active? You like the idea of being active?
It's being active, but also when you're walking, you've got the chance. You're moving, but you're also taking in what's happening in your environment.
Oh, okay.
You're observing the colours, you're observing the sky, you're observing the rock formations. Okay. And when you're walking, you've got the chance to do that. If you're running or cycling, you kind of got the
time, or it's too, the other's too fast.
Yeah, the landscape's just whizzing past you, so you don't get to see it.
Okay.
So you've got the chance to kind of just take it in. It's really nice.
Okay.
And just hear sounds you wouldn't normally see, and look at these, scraggy trees that might be growing out the side of a rock, but they'll have a beautiful trunk formation.
Oh, yes.
All that kind of thing.
Okay.
Sorry.
Beautiful. Beautiful. So is there something that you might be willing to do something about, some problem, some issue that's been troublesome?
Yeah, it relates to family stuff, and I grew up in an environment. I have a sister that's 4 years older than me, and a brother that's quite a bit older, and he left homes, and it was really my sister and I, my family, being together, and my sister used to lose her temper a lot, and use that as kind of like a lever or a way of controlling the environment. In fact, her angry outbreaks were so bad that the whole household used to just tiptoe around all the time. Okay. It was just, don't upset your sister, don't say anything to your sister. Yes. And what's happening now is she's living with my mother, and I take my son over to see my mother. So, and I don't hate my sister or anything like that.
Maybe she's taught him to tiptoe around.
Don't know.
That's a poor attempt at a joke.
Poor attempt at a joke. But so when I take my son Nick over to see my mother, my sister's there, and she has her moodiness and her, and I feel like I'm re-experiencing that every time I go there and see it. And part of me's cross about it, because I think, oh, come on, just let it go. But we literally taught when we were growing up, don't upset your sister. The whole thing was about not upsetting your sister in case she'd have one of her wobblies. So, I feel like even now that I'm 45, it's still hanging around. Okay. I really like to move on from it.
Well, if you were to move on from it, what would you move on to? What would
if I went to if I went to my mother's place and my sister was there and she was, having another one of her episodes, I'll call it, that I'd be more impervious to it.
Oh, okay.
That I'd just be,
Okay.
that's it. So it affects me by making me. It doesn't make me, but I feel uptight.
Yeah, it doesn't make you, but it feels like it makes you. It's just
Yeah.
like it just happens, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's not. Doesn't seem like a choice. It's just there waiting for you.
Yeah. So it triggers some of the stuff I used to experience as a teenager, and and I'm at a point where I'm thinking, look, I really need to move on. I mean, this is years ago.
So would it be okay to have some hypnosis around that?
Yeah, that will be fine.
Right. So maybe we can start by going to do some bushwalking. Would that be
okay? Yeah, that'd be great.
And I don't know whether you'd like to go up that dry riverbed.
Mm.
Remember the feeling of the experience of those rocks. Noticing that sometimes it's easy. Sometimes those rocks look like there's no way, and then you find a way to clamber up them and over them. Maybe go around them. And then as you find yourself so easily focusing on some part of that, that's it. And then just letting yourself become naturally more absorbed. There may be a memory, an experience of the laughter, the fun. There may be a sound of the feet clambering on the clunking rocks. I don't know what to be there. But as you are in this experience, and simply letting yourself take your own time to become as focused, that's good. Taking your time, that's right. Become as absorbed. So that you're not in a rush, you're not in a hurry, you can really take in the whole scene. And there's that very obvious stillness in your body. And breathing. The muscles of your face are smoothing out. There's a gentle smile, so you're enjoying the slight nod of your head. And your eyelids showed that tendency even before you let them close. And as you're in nature, in wherever, in whatever way you are, I mentioned that those rocks that you'd mentioned, but I can't know where you are. And I'm wondering, whereabouts are you at the moment, Jackie?
I'm just at this ledge.
Uh-huh.
And there's a couple of, even though the riverbed's dried out, there's still some pools of water.
Okay.
And there's all these frogs. I'm trying to find the frogs.
You can hear them?
Yeah.
And you can't find them?
Every time we step near them, they go quiet, and then the ones behind us go off. So it becomes this game. We're trying to find these frogs.
Find the frog.
Frogs. But we're also laughing.
Mm-hmm. Any other sounds around apart from the frogs and your laughter?
There's the odd bird, but it's quite still there.
Quite still.
Mm.
And what's the air like? Is it warm or cool?
Oh, like today, that cool, crisp. There's sort of that dampness in it, but lovely. It's sunny, but it's just beautiful, beautiful sunny winter day.
Can you feel that sun on you?
Mm.
On your face?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm. Something about the feeling of the warmth of the sun and the contrast with the the air.
Mm.
And how are you feeling? How are you in yourself in this?
I'm just feeling just a sense of like abandonment, just happy abandonment.
Happy abandonment. Yeah. Well, as you continue to do that, I wonder if you can soak up some of that abandonment.
Mm.
Just really gather some up. Breathe it in. With that freshness of the air, that experience of abandonment. And as you continue to do that, it could be that some of your thoughts could begin to drift back through time, knowing that you can get back to that ledge anytime you want. And you might be able to imagine, perhaps at first like remembering what it was like as a little girl, maybe 5, maybe younger, maybe a bit older, I don't know, but something about that age. And remembering and then re-experiencing doing something where you felt that abandonment. And what are you doing?
We had this huge backyard.
Yeah.
And I always used to love to run and jump and climb. I was like that since a little kid. So I'd set up this obstacle course around the backyard and I'd just go leaping over it.
Okay.
And I'd have such a good time doing it.
Yeah. And are you laughing or are you just silently enjoying it or what?
Silently enjoying it.
Okay. Mm.
And I'm trying to see if I could jump this way or that way. I can shave a little bit of time off. And
Okay.
but it's just the joy of being able to leap and...
Yeah. Mm. And I wonder if it might be fun for you to imagine that one of those obstacles is your sister.
Mm.
She's just lying there, or maybe she's standing there having a nervy, having a turn. You may be totally losing it. And with that same sense of abandonment, how could you jump over her, go around her, or somehow have her as part of one of the obstacles in the obstacle course? What is she doing?
I'm seeing her lying there.
Yes.
So she's almost like this big rock.
Yes. Is she lying still?
You're lying still but glaring.
Glaring. Mm. Okay, and when you look at the way she's glaring, how come you smile at that?
Because it's I'm seeing myself just stepping over her like I would a boulder.
Okay.
And not being particularly careful either where I'm putting my feet.
Oh dear.
Just flop, flop.
If you're not treading on her, right?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. She might have a real nerve if you do that.
Mm.
You're not tiptoeing there.
I'm too quick and agile for her.
Ah, that's good to know. So is it like a circuit? You're going to go round, you're going to come back again?
Mm.
See if you can find another way of jumping over this time, this way or that way.
This time I just leap straight over.
Okay. How's that feel?
Mm.
Good? Okay. Let me know when you're round again so that you can find another way. Because you're so agile. What can you do this time?
Yeah, this time I've crawled under.
Crawl under?
Mm.
How's that feel?
Good fun.
Yeah, it is good fun. It's just an obstacle. You can crawl under, you can jump over, you can walk on, you can tread on. But you don't need to tiptoe around it, do you?
No.
Now, remembering that feeling, see if you can let your attention go forward in time a bit to a time around when you're 10 or 12 or something like that.
Mm.
And again, your sister is glaring.
Mm.
Everybody is tiptoeing. But you're going to bring some abandonment to this. What's happening? What's coming to your mind?
We're inside.
Yeah.
And she's upset about something.
Yeah. How unusual.
You can pay too much attention to what she got upset about because
No,
there's
no.
always something.
Yeah. What have you got? Yeah.
And she knows that her glaring makes me feel uncomfortable. So she used that to good effect. So she would do that.
So she thinks that's going to make you uncomfortable.
Mm. Yeah. So
She's going to be in for a surprise. So what happens when you're going to bring some abandonment to this? She's glaring, and what are you doing this time?
I'm just walking around, and it's like she's not there. I'm ignoring it.
Oh, okay. Now what does she do when you ignore it?
Tries to glare even more. It's not working.
Gosh. And how do you feel? Just walking around, ignoring it. How does that feel to you?
A sense of... I'm almost gloating, actually. In fact, I am.
Why not just abandon yourself into a good bit of gloating?
It's like, ha-ha, it's not working.
Ha-ha.
Stew away.
Looks pretty good. Now, sometime a bit later, when you're 15 or 16 or something like that, what can you imagine? What's happening now? She's still glaring at you?
Oh, yeah. She's come home from uni and she's upset about something else.
Yeah, of course. And what are you doing this time?
Yeah, she started to take to throwing things. And
she's going to throw them at you?
Oh, yeah. That's what she used to do.
Excellent. What's she going to throw?
A can.
Oh, yeah. What do you like at catching?
I'm very good at dodging.
Oh, dodging? Oh, okay. Oh,
so just dodge.
This sounds like fun. She's throwing a can, you dodge it. What is she throwing now?
She's angry, she's missed, so she's trying to work out what else she can find.
Yeah, what can she find? She'll find something.
She's looking at the furniture.
Yeah, what can she pick up now? Chair,
she's looking
table?
at things like a lampshade. But she knows if she breaks those, she'll get into an awful lot of trouble, so she's thinking twice.
All right, so she's not doing that. Looking around, is she finding anything?
No.
But anything she finds, you can dodge, because you're quick on your feet. What's that feel like for you to know that you can dodge?
Gleeful, if that makes sense.
Right.
I just feel glee.
Hey. Very good. Let's go a bit further forward. Maybe until just something quite recently. And you go and visit your mother, your sister, you have your son. Don't tell me your sister's glaring. Is she glaring?
What she does is if she's in one of her moods, she stomps around and she doesn't come out and say hello. She makes it very clear through her stomping.
Okay, so you can hear her stomping in the background.
Yeah.
And your mother's there and your son's there and you're there.
Yeah.
And what are you doing with her stomping?
I'm thinking, how pathetic.
Yeah, it is pathetic.
But I'm also just shutting it out.
Yeah.
And reminding myself that I'm not there to see her.
No.
And it really, she's like
a frog that doesn't want to be found.
Yeah, or like a...
Just stomping in the background.
Yeah, or a bit of nuisance background noise, like when
Okay.
someone's got a chainsaw or something, you
Okay.
think you shrug your shoulders and you think, oh, it'll stop soon.
Yeah.
Like that, just a bit of nuisance background noise, that's all
Okay.
it is.
At home, when there's a chainsaw or something like that going on, we often quote a line from The Castle. Do you know the story from The Castle? Where they go up to Bonnie Doon and the motorboat's roaring up and down there, and the father says, "Ah, the serenity."
Yeah.
He's not listening to the the serenity of your sister stomping in the background.
So I'm just treating it like
yeah,
noise you get around the neighbourhood.
yeah. Well, that's what it is. That's what it is. It's just noise around the neighbourhood. You're there with your son to see your mother. Yeah. And what happens when you allow your sister's stomping to just be a noise that's in the background? How can you then be more attentive to your mother, your son, in your experience?
Part of me is sitting there enjoying the fact that I'm not reacting and that I'm sure it's annoying her. And I'm enjoying the fact that I'm annoying her.
Payback time. And you still got that smile on your face. Still enjoying it.
It's fun.
Yeah. It's fun. And like the obstacles in the backyard when you were 5, if there weren't obstacles, you wouldn't have the fun. So your sister's just another obstacle. Climbing up onto that ledge with those rocks. If there weren't rocks to climb up, it wouldn't be as much fun. If it was just a flat track, it wouldn't be anywhere near as much fun. And it's just another one of those boulders. Something that's along the way. You don't have to be careful of the boulder. You don't have to go round it necessarily. You can just ignore it or climb over it or whatever, so that you can get onto the ledge, which is where you want to be. It sounds like there's a lot of glee, a lot of fun, a lot of freedom in that, a lot of abandonment for you not reacting.
Yeah.
And so, could you memorise this feeling? There's plenty of it. Next time you go visit your mother, when you take your son, can you also take this feeling with you? Sounds very nice to me.
Yeah.
How's that feeling to you?
Oh, great. I had a lot of fun with that one. That was really good.
And where is the ledge? Where is the river? Is that near Melbourne or where?
It's in near Avoca, near the Pyrenees Mountains.
Okay.
They're very dry and scraggy, so it's a good place to go when there's been a lot of rain.
Yeah, it's good to know where to go. You can go to a wet place when it's raining or it's been raining, as long as you know that. You can take a raincoat or something.
Yeah.
I've been in East Gippsland when it's been raining, and you have a raincoat.
Yeah.
Been up on Tambourtha there where there's some snow.
Oh, wow.
And Crinoline. Do you know those places?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, it's just beautiful there. It's absolutely, God's country, I call it.
Yeah, me too.
They're really nice. But thanks, I really enjoyed having fun with that. That was just, and fun's the operative word. I had really fun with it.
I'm wondering whether we should warn your sister that there's going to be trouble, because she's not going to get the reaction she did.
Yeah.
Do you think she'll be able to cope? Do you think she'll manage?
Oh, it's neither here
She
or
might
there.
get very grumpy.
Yeah. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
She can do what she wants.
Fair enough. So how are we doing? Is that a place to stop, or is that?
Yeah, that's a great place to stop. That her image of her being a boulder and just having fun with different ways of clambering over it. I was having a great time with that.
Well, you don't, just because we stop, you don't have to finish that. You can continue that in your own time.
Mm.
That was fun for me too, so thank you for that.
Thank you.
Shall we stop?
Yeah.